Welcome to Mission Sunlight from the Inter-American Division. This is a special report from Haiti. Iconic scenes like this one from the National Palace here in the center of Port-au-Prince have become familiar to all of us in the newscast over the past year. Today, we want to take you to a closer look at the recovery in Haiti.
It's like you are in a boat, you know, in a very heavy, terrible sea. And I don't know how long it lasts, because for me it was like an eternity. And when you look at outside, you can see a cloud, a white cloud going up, and the noise. People say, healing everywhere. And after those seconds, it's a short period of silence where we realize we are still alive.
Although there is much to learn about the difficulties that Haiti faces today, this country that shares the island of Hispaniola with the Dominican Republic also has a rich and colorful past. Christopher Columbus discovered Hispaniola in 1492 and found the Taino Amerindians inhabiting the island. There was a total population of about 500,000 at the time. The Tainos were farmers and seafarers who lived under the rule of local chiefdoms. Through their cultivation of crops, this small group of indigenous people made an impact on agriculture that still remains to the present time. Africans feast on yams and cassava thanks to the influences of the Tainos farmers. Guavas and pineapples are also among the food legacy left behind by the Tainos. The indigenous name for the mountainous western side of the island was Ayiti, or Land of High Mountains. The Massif de la Haute is rich in biodiversity. Massif de la Selle is home to some of Haiti's last remaining pine woodland. In the valleys between these ranges lie fertile valleys where 5,600 species of plants thrive along with crops such as rice and bananas, coffee and tobacco. Haiti's Côte des Arcadiens is a study in contrast with its semi-desert landscape dotted with cactus plants. For 3 centuries following Columbus making landfall, European countries considered Hispaniola a great prize. England, Spain, and France all desired to colonize the territory. After the French successfully colonized on the western portion of the island, they found their best success with the production of indigo and the establishment of sugar and coffee plantations. This signaled the need for slaves, who faced a harsh life and brutal treatment from slave overseers. In 1791, slaves were ready to revolt against the harsh conditions and their position as slaves. In 1804, the slaves finally won their emancipation and independence following a war with France, which resulted in the deaths of 124,000 slaves and white colonists. The country of Haiti was established and is the only nation to have been born from a slave revolt. In 1879, the first Seventh-day Adventist converts in Haiti began observing the Sabbath. Henry Williams and his wife learned of the Sabbath truth through denominational publications. Michael Nord Isaac, a Methodist minister, was convicted of Sabbath observance around 1904 and began teaching the Bible truth to others. The Haitian Seventh-day Adventist Mission was organized in 1905. Today, the Haitian Union Mission Headquarters oversees the ministry of its 335,000-plus members in more than 470 churches. The headquarters are located in Port-au-Prince. On January 12th of this year, the ministry of the church took on a new urgency.
We have an experience with what can happen in 1 minute, in a twinkle of an eye.
Well, it's a day I will not forget. I was just coming in my house, my father's house, as a father, and we were talking. All of a sudden, he started shaking. We say, "Oh," and no other words.
When the shaking finally stopped, people began to realize the extensive damage that had shattered their country.
The good thing was I was alive. And the worst was after that, when we ran out of the house. And we see people. Now, those who saw in front of the gate were with dust. I used to say they are white and red because you have dust and blood, and people asking you for help, and you cannot do much. Because as soon as we were there, outside, we realized that it was bigger than what we thought it was. And with the minutes after, we heard that the hospital, because people were asking to go to the hospital, and we have the report, don't go because it collapsed. Hospitals collapsed and the roads are cut. So we could not go anywhere. And so the only thing, and you don't want to go back to the house now because you realize in the neighborhood we have several houses went down.
Slowly, as if waking from a bad dream that you cannot shake, the reality of the scope of damage and loss of life began to seep into the conscious minds of the Haitian people. Buildings have collapsed. Over 1.5 million people are now homeless. The wounded, dead, and dying are everywhere. Rescue attempts need to be organized for those trapped under piles of cinder block and cement. Medical care is urgent. Water and food supplies are possibly non-existent. How do you begin the phase of rescue and recovery when everywhere you look is horror and destruction?
I was getting ready to go to Haiti on the 13th for a hospital board meeting over there, and I had a group of Rotary members from Houston, Texas, who are currently sponsoring a project of solar energy at the hospital and water, potable water at the hospital. We were supposed to go together. And the first hours were practically a nightmare at the hospital in particular, where a 70-bed facility was swarmed by over 800 plus patients with all degrees of injuries. Several of them died during the same first hours, right there on the ground of the hospital, because that's where they were all accommodated.
The Adventist Hospital wasn't the only mission institution to feel the effect of an influx of people. The grounds of Adventist University of Haiti became home to thousands of people attempting to find a place to shelter and begin again.
In less than 2 hours, our campus was filled with thousands of people flocking to the university to look for a position where they could be in security, a safe place to be. So more than 12,000 came to our university. And we open the gate to receive them, because as Jesus mentioned, when people are in danger, you have to assist them, and we let them come in.
It's hard to imagine how hundreds of thousands of people lost their lives in just a few moments that day in January. Families were shattered in unimaginable ways. Perhaps that is why the stories of miraculous survival become even more precious.
And where we are now, the auditorium is behind us. All of our students were there when this happened. And this big building started shaking. And by the grace of God, this building stood firm. So my feeling is, during this terrible experience, the hand of God has protected our students and our campus. The students who could escape in the auditorium, it's a miracle also. Because when you realize 700 students inside the building, if that building had collapsed, it would be something terrible.
There are many stories to tell of rescue, recovery, and ministry in the form of reaching out to those in need. During this quarter, Mission SONlight will provide you with a front row seat as you learn about the mission of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, helping Haiti find a path to rebuilding lives and homes. Your 13th Sabbath mission offerings will be used in 3 different projects in Haiti. These funds will help rebuild and refurbish the women's resident halls at Haitian Adventist University, assist in the reconstruction of 50 Adventist churches, and purchase school uniforms and supplies for 1,000 children who need to continue to receive their education. The holidays are approaching, and it is exciting to think about giving gifts to loved ones and friends. As you create your budget, remember to include a gift for the people of Haiti. Why not mark a tithe envelope now with the amount you'd like to give, and begin setting aside money out of each paycheck between now and December 25th. Reporting from the Inter-American Division and the Republic of Haiti, this is Mission SONlight.